Same. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Pam. Ooh, Lynn says, will my mom get justice? All right, let's go. All right, if you're new around here, I'm here on Saturday mornings. I've changed it to 10 Mountain Time, Saturday mornings. Will my mom get justice? I get 2 yeses, but I feel like your overwhelming need to get justice is I feel like I might be reading that as opposed to this. What's under this one? Oh, wow. It's literally my justice card. Oh, shit. I get a yes. I'm going to go with a yes then, right? This is a major arcana card, so this is a yes. The 2 of Cups is often a yes. It's also about relationships. And so I wonder, will my mom get justice? I'm kind of, and then justice literally being under the relationship card. I think I want more info. Will my mom get justice? Because I keep feeling it's not, I hate being wrong. Is she past, Lynn's? Is she past, or is this something that almost killed her? Because I'm getting a yes, but I keep feeling like, she's tapping on my forebrain, and I don't know if that, because she was murdered. Fucking A. Let's see. All right, Elena, hold one. I want to bring up Lynn's. I'm bringing you up, Lynn's. We're going to do a freebie.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me okay? Let me make sure you're turned up.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Hello, how are you? Don't tell me anymore.
I won't.
We already know this is your mom. We know she was murdered. We know you're wondering if she's going to get justice. It feels very relationship-based. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And would you understand a male, when I say relationship-based, I feel like it was definitely you think as a male that did this.
Yes.
Okay. What is your name? Lynn's. I'm talking to mom. Would you understand that mom would have set this up and mom was a bit of a true crime buff herself? She's showing me like Dateline and Snapped and podcasts and
Yes.
yes.
1000%.
Oh, I love that. She's like, but I didn't. She didn't love it enough to have been a podcast. She's like, she's frustrated that she is now that person that people are talking about. She wasn't ready to leave. You would understand she was kind of young. I want to only say, I keep feeling like she's in my age range, so I want to go 56, up or down a few years.
Yes.
Okay. And then she's quite a handful. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. In a fun way, but also maybe in I didn't make the best decisions way. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I bet she's the one that's been bugging my nose all morning. All right. And I do get to, she enjoyed a good drink. Yes. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. I don't necessarily get extracurricular activities, so I don't get addict. Would that make sense? I don't get addict.
Yes.
Okay. But I like to have fun. I love to dance. I got a bit of a booty. I like my booty. I like my tight pants.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Yeah, and I like to shake it. She's a kitchen dancer. She'll dance when she's alone. She'll dance when people are around. She'll dance in the grocery store.
Yep.
I love that. She's a fun gal. But unfortunately, because she's a fun, trusting gal, that's part of what went down in this relationship. Would you understand that?
Yes.
I just got full chills. She's like, who fucking knew? So she had a bit of a mouth, yes?
Yes.
Okay. She has no problem with me cussing. She's like, you say whatever you need to say, ma'am. And I do get dark hair for this man in question. Would you understand that?
Yes.
And I get tall-ish. So I get your mom. I want to put your mom at like 5'6", 5'7". Is this accurate?
Exactly.
Okay. And then I want to put him so he feels tall to her. He
Yes.
probably would not feel tall to me.
Yes.
Because I'm like 5'9" and I'm kind of a lot of person. She's laughing at me. She set this up. What? Have you ever been here before? Have you been in my page before?
Yes, I've never gotten a reading, but I've visited you.
Okay, very cool. She 100% set this up. Were you not supposed to be on TikTok right now?
No, I was supposed to be out.
She's like, jump in TikTok, jump in TikTok. Yeah, she absolutely misses you too, ma'am. Of course she does. She loves you. Um, I feel like she either was a grandma or that was one of the things that she would talk about, and she had no problem being a grandma. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Um, Literally, I don't want to say that she's mad, but she's very frustrated that she isn't here right now. And I feel like it's just she's taking responsibility for it as well. I don't know that anyone warned her. I think that there were a lot of people that were taken in by the charm of this man. Would you understand that?
Yes.
And would you understand, because she's saying for you to, she's doing this for you. You feel guilty and you feel responsible somehow, even though she was the one. She's kind of funny. She's inappropriate. She was the one that was. I don't want to say it that she was the one getting dicked down, and here you are feeling guilty because she picked the wrong guy.
Yes.
Okay, she wants you to let that go. She wants you to absolutely let that go. She is the one that made that decision. She is the one that fell. I mean, I feel like she fell in love with this guy. This guy is like a Jekyll and a Hyde, though. You understand that? I'm seeing two faces.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you have very specific questions, she says, and you are also working. I'm seeing either a private eye or a detective. Do you understand that you're in communication with one of those?
Yes.
Let me know if I can help out on that. Myself and Tara, we do that. We do these readings sometimes to look for information that might be helpful to a detective or a police person. I didn't say that very well, but you get my point.
Yes.
For free, by the way. I do that for free.
Thank you.
What else? What else? What else? So at the moment, she's giving me ice cream, cotton candy. You have a bit of a sweet tooth, or she had a bit of a sweet tooth?
I got it from her.
Okay. And she's giving me that as a shared man. She is a talk. I love this. I love it. She's just talking away. She's giving me that as a shared memory, and that she really wants you to be in that space where those memories are what you go to when you're feeling just so overwhelmed. She's giving me work, and you just going a mile a minute. There's children, yes. She is an actual grandma, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yes. And you're just going to my, because she's like throwing these kids at me. She's like, I want to say there's at least two. Would you understand that?
Yes.
And then one of them is having, they're younger, yes, under 15, both of
Yes.
them.
Yes.
One of them is having a harder time than the other because you have a little girl, yes?
Yes.
And she and grandma were very close, yes?
Yes.
Oh. Let your daughter know that her dreams are real. Let your daughter know that when she's talking to grandma, those are real conversations. Let your daughter know that grandma is legitimately with her and that it's going to make me cry. I don't know if this is you or your mom. Let your daughter know that she's able to do what I do. We really all are. But it scares your daughter a little bit because she knows she isn't here, but then she sees her almost as if she's standing right there.
Yeah.
And that scares your daughter just a tiny bit. So let her know that it's okay that we can do this kind of stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah. She says it. She says like, Grandma wants you to know this. Grandma has this, and I'm like, what? Like, she says this all the time. She just said it 2 nights ago.
Fuck yes. Your daughter, yeah. And your daughter's at that age where she just trusts it, right? But it also does scare her a little bit. So you just want to let her know. And in my opinion, encourage it, encourage the fact that, wow, that's amazing that you can see that. I love these conversations you're having with mom. Ironically, she might actually be able to, in a roundabout way, you wouldn't want to sit down and interview her, but in a roundabout way, she might be able to give you information like I was just talking about giving you information.
Yeah.
All right. So I see very much anger. Okay. So grandma's moving away. She's giving me is your daughter's name something that has to do with, I keep seeing flowers around your daughter. So I think her name might resemble like a flower or there's something about flowers in her name. Would you understand that?
Yes. And there's a reason, but yes, 100%.
Okay, cool. You can go ahead and give it to me.
So her name is Ava, but on the day that she died, which is not, it was very recent to right now, we went and we brought flowers to this water Ava was the one that was throwing them in the water for her. And it was beautiful. And it was just less than a week ago.
I got it. Okay. All right. So as you know, I think you do know this. I think you know how much mom is around, and you're mad because it isn't the same. You guys had a decent relationship.
So
You guys
mad.
had, I'm sorry.
Oh, I said I'm so mad.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And we're human. I mean, that comes with it, right? You guys had a really good relationship, yes? Because I just keep seeing hugging, and I keep seeing coffee, and I keep seeing maybe the occasional glass of wine, but neither one of you are big, like, you're not alcoholics, right? You're like, actually, let's just have a bottle. Okay, maybe two.
Yeah.
Um,
She was my person. She was my heart. She was my world.
so more or less, I got you, Cambry. More or less, she's saying like those moments, right? Those downtime moments were her favorite, and that's what she keeps taking me to. Is those downtime moments, not the big flashy moments, not the trips, not the traveling, but those moments where you guys were just friends.
Yes.
Woo! All right. So I'm having a lot of fun with her. So there's two specific questions that you want to ask. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Give me your first one and try not to give me information with it. It's a fine line, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the first question?
What happened?
So I keep seeing things upended, and I keep seeing things like a chair is tipped over. I'm seeing a vase being tipped over. I'm in a house. The house is a little bit on the dark side. I don't know if that's the energy of the moment or if that's literally like the curtains are drawn and the house is dark. But the house kind of almost looks like I want to say apartment, but I want to say house. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And to my right, I feel like I'm standing in a hallway. And I feel like whoever is mad at me is standing in front of the door and I cannot leave. And going backwards is not an option. Would you understand that if you're on the first floor, there's not necessarily an exit to the back unless I went
Yes.
out a window?
Yes.
Okay. Whoever is stopping me, and I do feel like it's the person she was in a relationship with. Let's just throw that out there, right?
Yes.
I absolutely feel like it was him, and I feel like he like flipped this switch. Like there was a switch that gets flipped. He's throwing shit around. The table is upended. The chairs are upended. Um, and then I feel. Would you understand something to do with her neck
Yes.
as
Oh my God. Yes.
okay? So I
Yes.
okay, and then I'm fucking scared, and I'm fucking scared. I'm really fucking scared, and she doesn't know what to do. He's angry. He's very angry. My neck. I don't know that this is actually the end of it. Like, I don't know that this is why I actually pass away. I feel like there's more to it. Do you understand that?
Yes. But that's a huge part of it.
Okay, so that's part of where your question is, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So it's just your standard argument. It's jealousy. It's rage. This guy is just enraged. He's just absolutely a completely different person. As if I uncovered and took off this entire bodysuit and I have a different person. And she has a not she had glimpses of this person. I feel like this was not a very long term. I only want to say that I've been with this person. I want to go year to 2 years, so year and a half to 2 years.
That's when the relationship changed.
That's okay. All right. And then, okay. So how did you go? So I feel like I've been hit. I do feel like there's at least one um, decent bruise on my head. Do you understand that?
Oh my God. Yes.
Okay. And then,
You're hitting everything exactly where it was.
oh, okay.
You're
Okay.
exactly where everything was.
Here, his fingernails. Did he get processed by law enforcement? Yes or no?
No.
His finger. Fuck. Fuck. her
They didn't process the crime scene at all. So there's no evidence of anything because they didn't process it.
under his fingernails, she did fight. You understand that? She did fight, and there was shit under her fingernails that would have proven, because she doesn't have very many defensive wounds, or he didn't have very many defensive wounds, but under her fingernails, she keeps giving me her fingernails, and she's using a nail thing to take this shit out from under fingernails, which that's long gone. So between the two things, and between I still feel like that isn't how. I still feel like there's more. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're like 99.99. Like, I don't know the rest of that. I know where the bruises and the breaks are.
Okay. And that's more or less. Was her trachea damaged to the point that she couldn't breathe? Because I just feel like I can't breathe.
Where you're pointing at, there was a cervical break.
Just abuse. It was just. It's just an attack. It's just. I now listen. I have to do all the disclaimers, right? I 100% feel like everything you feel, know, see, think is correct. She's saying for you to go with your intuition. She's saying she set this up. She's saying that the person. Would you understand the person that you're working with is a male?
Yes.
The detective or the whatever he is. I think that he would actually be open to us having a conversation, because where I'd like to get to is what would trip this guy up into. He's not going to confess. That's never going to happen. But it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. But I also feel that I keep seeing a history, and I keep seeing he would have been arrested before. Would you know that?
Yes.
And there would have been, what is that called? Prior incidences.
Yes.
That would point to this level of anger, if not an actual question about someone else in his past. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And so that's where we need to get to, right? That's where we need, so that this person that you're working with can put this together, like kind of in a book, if you will, and put it together into there is an actual book. You've started almost, and I hate to say it this way, but somebody started something they call a murder book.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be part of how you put that together. Whew. Damn, girl. Son of a bitch. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And obviously so is she, right? She's, I don't want to say that she's mad at herself, but would you understand, just almost a night. So at the one moment she's hilarious and sarcastic and dark, and at the other she's like this naive person who tends to believe the best in people even when they've proven otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what's frustrating her. And then, was her nose broken?
Yeah, like that's where a lot of damage was coming. I had to look at the autopsy report, and then also look at the photos that were taken, even though they didn't process the scene, and it was a lot of damage to the face.
Wow. And I also feel that that's part of what's choking me, is this whatever would happen. Like, I feel like I'm bleeding down my throat.
Yes.
She wants you to understand that at some point she just flat out went into shock and she didn't feel anything. Were you worried about her suffering?
Yes, a lot.
Okay. She wants you to know that at some point she just basically went into shock, and she didn't feel anything. At that point, it's just like kind of an oh shit moment. You have a grandma on the other side with gray hair that actually passed when she was quite old.
Yes.
Would that be her mother? Because I'm getting like a distance between.
Yes.
Okay. But there was a distance. Would you understand that your grandma maybe was older when she had your mom?
Yes.
Okay, because there's like this little bit of a distance. And then that grandma was there before your mom even passed to hold her and bring her to the other side.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And she just wants you to know that because you were worried about this transition. And you were worried.
Yes. Yes, I was worried.
Yeah. And so that grandma wants you. You enjoyed that grandma, but I still feel a distance with this grandma. So this grandma was not as uh, outgoing as your mom. Let's put it that way.
1,000% you're right.
Yeah. Lovable, but maybe not everyone knew that she was lovable. You understand that?
1,000% yes.
She just wants you to know how much that she was there for your mom. And someone is an animal person because there's a bunch of animals around your mom and your grandma as well.
Both of them.
Both of them. And I see all kinds of animals. I don't see one animal. I see like a menagerie. So I'm seeing a bunny, I'm seeing a guinea pig, I'm seeing a dog, I'm seeing a cat, I'm seeing a horse. I think that was your grandma when she was younger. Would you understand that?
All of them. Yes.
Yeah. And so that's what greeted your mom.
Oh.
Okay. So at some point your mom was kind of removed from the situation, even though maybe her physical body hadn't yet passed. Oh, even my neck is okay. All right, so you need to stop. Your heart is palpitating and your heart is broken, and your
Yes.
mom is throwing me medication at me. Would you understand that you thought about starting medication over some of this?
Yes.
So your mom would like for you to find other ways because would you understand being overly sensitive to medication?
Yes.
So she's showing me, please, can we find other ways? Because those medications actually kind of, I'm not a doctor. You have to do what you have to do, but some medications can do more damage than help. So if you're already sensitive to medications and their side effects, you may be jeopardizing your health and you need to be there for your children. Do you understand that?
Yes.
That's your message.
Yeah.
So get a hold of me. I think my phone number is on my website. Feel free to text me. We can set something up between you, myself, Tara, and the person that you're working with. We can do a Zoom. There's a lot more information that we can either validate or we can try and get to the energy of what would turn the tide on this.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will absolutely get in contact with you. This was amazing. This is exactly what I needed.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank your mama, because thank your mama. Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, this is how your new year's going to go. You're going to take a deep breath and you're going to, I keep seeing like foot after foot. Do you jog?
Ah, I knew she was getting on me for that because I see her sometimes in my dreams, and then she wakes me up at like 5:30 in the morning because my goal is like I'm going to start waking up early, but I'm naturally just waking up early now, and I'm like, I'm too cold, Mom. I'm not going running.
You just keep, oh my gosh.
I was supposed to be out jogging right now, and I did this instead. That's what's interesting. Like that's what I was supposed to be doing.
I got it. Wow. Well, this was amazing. I'm 100% going to download this if that's okay and use it on something. And this is an example, even though we get a little bit more in depth, this is an example of kind of the forensic mediumship. And a lot of people don't necessarily understand like the difference, but some of the differences can be that we just get a little tiny more specific. Some of the differences can be that we're looking for so now how can we get this guy to fuck up, right? How can we get this guy to make some sort of a confession that isn't a confession? Because he's not going to come in and be like, yeah, of course I killed her. But if you were to be able to do certain things, like what is the energy of his personality? What would fuck him up? What's in his past that we can look into? Those kind of things are kind of where the differences lie. Because then a lot of times evidential mediumship is just about closure and healing and shared memories and messages. But when you have someone that's legitimately been murdered, you're answering different questions, right? So you're going on a little bit of a different journey, if you will.
Can I ask you something? It's just been driving me crazy.
Yep.
And I won't put too much into it, but Can she tell you the 25th or the 26th?
So I'm seeing darkness again. I'm getting very dark. So I want to say this happened at night. And so I'm going to go with the 25th at night. Would that make sense for you? And I'm putting it about 9 to 11 p.m. Would that
My
make sense?
God. Yes, because I am in the medical field and I was going through autopsy and looking at the everything that was there, and everything was saying that it was like 12 to 16 hours prior. And so he did it on Christmas.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. This year?
No, last year.
Last year.
So it's been exactly like a little over just a year.
Okay. That's how
I
it
knew it was
feels
the
to me.
25th. I knew it because everything was pointing to that, but nobody showed up. I'm the one that called the police on him in a different state because he didn't sound right. And so I'm the reason that she got found on the 26th.
Got it. Wow. Well, I'm absolutely covered in chills. I am getting the 25th and I am getting 9 to 11 ish. Like this is also something that would have gone on for a while. And
Yeah.
then again, she still wants you to know that she didn't suffer. At some point, spirit just kind of checked her out for her.
Yeah.
Almost like a library card. She's showing me a library and a library card and being like checked out, almost as if um, I don't know if that symbology means anything to you, but that's how she's giving it to me.
I miss her every day.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially if you guys were friends. And she's showing me that you don't have, she's showing me either bunco or cards or like you don't, does
Do
that
you
make
know
sense?
why? Yeah, because she had like five daughters and a son, and I was
Oh,
the baby. And whenever we would go on vacations and stuff, we would always play card games, and she would always let me cheat. And she would sit next to me and laugh when other people got mad, and she would give me her cards. But that was always an inside joke, is that she'd always let me cheat on card games.
oh my God. I'm so jealous too. I'm so jealous. Ooh,
Yeah.
emotion there, girl. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's like losing that one person that believed in you.
Yeah. And then she gives me your husband, but she keeps removing him. Is that also a problem?
Oh, that's interesting that she keeps removing him. He's like the nicest person in the whole world, and she gave him such a hard time because she didn't believe in men because of the abuse that she.
Sure. Wow.
So
Yeah.
probably, yeah, removing him maybe because a lot of the suffering that I've had to go through, I had to do it alone.
Got it. Got it. All right, we better cut it there, girl. And go ahead, feel free to keep in touch.
Thank you so much for everything.
You're welcome. And I'm so sorry. This is a very this must be why I got on today because I wasn't. I just thought of getting on yesterday. I literally something kept bugging me, and I was gonna do a video saying I was coming on today, and then I didn't, and then I didn't, and then something kept bugging me, and I was like, "Fuck, whatever. God damn, I'm getting on tomorrow."
Just so
I
you
don't even
know,
think I don't even think you knew that. I don't even think you saw that video, did you?
no, just so you know though, her birthday was 2 days ago.
Oh, wow. How old would she have been? 57?
Um, oh gosh, in her 60s, 62. She died right before her birthday. So
Okay. Well, because she looks younger and
she
feels
looks
young.
extremely young. She looks like
Okay.
she was in her 50s. Like she never went a day in the sun.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wish I could say that. All
she's
right, I better cut it there. This is a beautiful reading and a beautiful conversation, and I'm just tickled that your daughter is so available to the other side. Definitely something that I think you should kind of cultivate and let her know that I mean, let her know she's special. I mean, I do believe that everyone can learn to do this, but I also believe that some people are just better at it from a very young age, and it gets beat out of us by life. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um, so cultivate her, let her know that it's not that it doesn't have to be scary.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna let you pop back down. Right. Thank you, Cambry. Whew. So let's talk about the energy that it takes to go where I just was, if you will. I use somebody else's energy. I don't use my own energy. I know that sounds weird, but I've done psychic fairs where I have done something like that, and I had to go right to the next customer. And like I get energized. You know what spirit will do when I've done those psychic fairs is they will stop giving me info so that I will go and go pee, or that I'll get up and I'll go do something, because I just keep going and I just keep going and I just keep going. And I think that's part of my people pleaser personality. And I also think that I get into a zone, but I'm exhilarated. I'm not. It was just a lot, and I wanted to spend just a few seconds with her mom because she wasn't expecting that. Lynn's wasn't. The mom was. The mom was like, everything fell into place. The mom was 100% expecting that. So you are welcome, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your mom with me. She's amazing. All right, somebody wants to come up sometime. I don't know. Does someone need to see a chihuahua? Yes, and I do have a Facebook group, which is what Elena's referring to, and I haven't really been active on it. I've been just trying to kind of get by this year. This year's been a lot. It's been a lot. And so, isn't she a doll? Kind of a pain in the ass too, because like if you call her, you'd be like, Alice, and then she like runs away from you, and she's so fast. There's no way I'm ever catching her. Yes, Kelly, I am. So if you go to my Elena needed to see my chihuahua. Yes, Kelly, if you go to my website, which is soulcircle.vip, like very important pets, or very Lynn's, that's your sister's name? Oh my God. Your mom is still messing with us. Alice is your sister's name? I fucking love it. Because normally you can ask everybody. I don't normally, I mean, she's not normally in the picture. Your mom. Your mom just finding ways to communicate. I love it. But back to Kelly Curry. On my website, I'm only doing them. I'm the one who texted you all the time. Oh, how are you, Kelly? I love it. Yeah, I love it too, Linz. Yes, Kelly, if you go to my website, I'm just doing 1 or 2 a week, so it might be hard to kind of find the time. But I am doing them again, and then super horrible about uploading them to YouTube for you guys. Fuck, I forgot I need to upload about 4 of them. But really, if you don't need to watch them again, you know, I guess there's no reason for. I should just do uploads on people who request it, because I forget. When I get off of here, I'll forget. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call Tara. All right, I'm going to come on 9:30 Mountain Time Saturday. We have 3 already paid. They got the $30 price. Anyone else on Saturday will be the $40 price. Anyone other than the 3 that already paid. What is your website? soulcircle.vip. And it should be in my link tree if you click on my bio. So soul, SOUL, circle, CIRCLE.vip. Like very important people or very important pets. Also, please DM me if you are interested in the class that's starting towards the end of February, beginning of March. I will take a screenshot, and then I will start a group email for everyone that was interested. No obligation, just to get the information. It is a 4-modality course. So we start off with psychic. We work into mediumship. We go into animal communication, and we touch on nonverbal communication. We even touch a little bit on, because in that nonverbal is remote viewing. So we talk about it. I wouldn't say it's a class in remote viewing for sure, but we touch on it, right? This is an introductory course. This is a course where you get the foundation of what you'll be able to do. And it is energy reading. So once you learn energy reading, I don't want to say you're unlimited, but you're kind of unlimited. It also depends on how much practice you put into it and how much work you put into it.